Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? And isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. And I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. And isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. And boy, I'm so happy we have been heaven.
Oh yeah, you.
Welcome. I'm already crying, so just bear with me. We are here on the 21st night of September, and they'll never let you forget it. To celebrate the love and the union of Stephanie and Alex. Before we get started, a reminder to everyone, this is a no-phone ceremony, so please silence your phones. Enjoy the moment. There will be plenty of opportunity to take photos, and we have our lovely professionals here documenting as well. And before we move forward, I want to invite Steph and Al to take a moment and just look around. Soak in the faces of your family and friends and loved ones who have gathered here today. Each person here is a testament to the love and support that surrounds you both, not just today, but every day of your lives together. These are the people who have stood by your side, and they will continue to do so as you embark on this next chapter. Let this moment remind you that you are never alone in this journey. First off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Madeline. I'm incredibly honored to be standing up here today. I'm a little shaky. I met Steph 6 years ago. I had just moved back to Seattle after going to college and living on the East Coast for about 8 years. I was super nervous about moving back. I hadn't really kept ties with a lot of people in Seattle, except my dear friends over here, Alexa. I was unemployed, wondering if I had made the right choice moving back. Basically, I was broke, unemployed, and I was depressed. Giving off sad girl energy for sure. But stuff just came plowing into my life. I think that's the best way to explain it. I had met her at a get-together, and we had only hung out a couple times and at a UW tailgate. If you've all seen Steph at a UW tailgate, she made quite the impression on me. The rest was history for us. We all know Steph truly lives her life at 100%. She is hilarious. She is compassionate. She doesn't take herself too seriously. She wears her emotions on her sleeve. She loves very, very hard. It's amazing. She's what we would call a big personality. So after her and I had gotten close, I thought to myself, whoa, what guy is gonna be able to keep up with her? He's gonna have to be something else. And you know, one of the first times we met Al was, I think after their second date, Steph and Al both came back to our townhouse. We were having a lovely night of wine and karaoke, which was not unusual for us. Steph had brought back this guy. He seemed shy and pretty reserved, and I remember thinking, oh no, he's not gonna be able to keep up with her. Well, have I ever been more wrong? No. I'm Going In by Lil Wayne and Drake came on, and Steph starts rapping. She's good. She's keeping up. She's loving the attention she's getting. She's showing off to this new guy. And again, I looked over and I was like, is this guy gonna be able to handle this? Well, it's almost like he was counting down the time in his head to give Steph to show off. And once her time was up, Al comes busting onto the scene. He's pushing her off the stage, aka our living room. Not physically, figuratively. And he's going off, like rapping as if he's an opener for the Yin Yang Twins, and this is his last shot of fame. We later found out he had actually opened up for the Yin Yang Twins in college, which was very fitting. All of our mouths were agape. Steph's mouth was agape. Honestly, I'd never known our Steph to be speechless. That's when I knew this guy was the real deal. This whack guy was going to give her a run for her money. Funny enough, I asked them both separately when they thought they were the one. They both responded with that night. The infamous night that Al out-rapped Steph. Besides Al's rap skills, Al is not just Steph's guy now. He's all of our guy. He's our good friend. We're all much better off with Al in our lives. Al exudes love and inclusivity. He's the biggest heart. He's the heart of our group, really. And games. He makes us play games from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I've had the pleasure of watching Steph and Al grow as a couple over the past 5 years. And early on, I think we all knew they had found the one and formed a strong foundation in their relationship. For example, Al learned early on never, absolutely never, to use Steph's personal face towels to clean up kitchen messes. Also, Steph has learned that she will never need to go wanting for some grilled steak. Although I'm going to pause here, and Al, I implore you, for you and Steph's heart health, and for the sake of your social media followers, I would ask that you sprinkle in some chicken or fresh fish. Asking for a friend. But seriously, I think we can all see that today was meant to be, that Steph and Al are meant to be, and they are the ones for each other. They laugh a lot together and make fun and games a top priority. They prioritize each other. They love their friends and family. They are best friends. I have no doubt in my mind you will have an amazing, successful marriage. So if you're ready, I'm going to ask you some questions so you can attest your commitment to each other. You say, you say, we do. Do you both choose each other to be partners for life?
We do.
Do you choose to trust and respect each other and support one another in good times and in bad times?
We do.
Do you love what you know about each other today and trust what you do not yet know?
We do.
Awesome. And now, I'd like to invite Steph and Al to share some personal vows they have written to each other.
Oh.
Al. Al. E-Man, Big Al Buckets, Grill Master, Tesla influencer. I'm sure I'm missing a few. A man with so many nicknames, a testament of how loved you are and the impact you make on everyone you meet. I am so excited that shortly, pending this goes as planned, I get to add another name to the list, my husband. First, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that it's finally the 21st of September. We've been talking about this day since the song played at Orange Theory in New Orleans about 2 years ago. Little did I know you were about to propose a few weeks later. True to the planners that we are, we had this day planned within months after we got engaged. From our first date at Flatstick Pub, I knew you were someone special. I felt like we hit it off from the get-go. Maybe it was because I did 80% of the talking and beat you in duffel board. But at one point, you got up to go to the bathroom, and I remember smiling to myself thinking, I wonder if this will be my last first date. I invited you out with my friends that night, and I don't think either of us looked back since. Except maybe when my friends cornered you at a bar a few weeks later, effectively threatening you not to break my heart, using different words I won't repeat here today. My friends soon shifted tone, and for the first time were telling me not to mess this relationship up. If I had to pick a singular moment, I knew you were the one. It would have to be when we crossed the infamous girls' karaoke night after the surprise date you had planned for us. I picked my go-to song that I can notoriously rap every word to. You instantaneously joined and nearly outperformed me. Everyone's jaw dropped, and in that moment, I remember thinking, wow, I must really like him because I wouldn't let anyone else outshine me in front of my friends. Then you rapped alphabet aerobics. I had no choice but to accept defeat. A few months later, COVID hit, which gave us the unique opportunity to spend a lot of time with one another. We grew together both as individuals and as partners, and I got to know the Al that I continue to fall in love with today. To know you is to know endless positivity. You approach life with the glass half full and never take life too seriously. Once you set your mind to something, you find a way to achieve it and exceed it. You are humble, reliable, the best dog dad, and always your genuine, goofy self that never fails to bring the life of the party. I love that we balance each other. You, a great listener, mental math wizard with a photographic memory, and incredibly patient, which I give you the opportunity to practice more often than I would like to admit. Me, providing a better sense of direction and neurotic organization. I love the version of myself I've become with you. You truly bring out the best qualities in me. You bring me a sense of safety and remind me not to sweat the small things. You are my biggest cheerleader and always make me feel seen. What has solidified my love for you over the years are all of the small moments in between. The times when I need a hug, the mornings we spend talking and drinking coffee on our couch with Remy, absolutely annihilating dance floors, sharing the need to be on time, meticulously planning any trip, or always being willing to play and ultimately lose in Monopoly Deal. We always prioritize one another and build each other up. Whether it's Seattle or Denver, anywhere with you feels like home. I am so excited to continue to grow with you, and I am confident that choosing you means choosing a life filled with laughter, love, and many adventures to come. As we begin this next chapter, I want to make a few promises to you. I promise to always support your endeavors, dreams, and aspirations. Whether it's deciding to pivot your career and moving states or eating copious amounts of red meat to fuel your love for a summer night grill. I promise to prioritize you and our future family on the good days and, more importantly, the tough ones. I promise to always be your teammate, both on the court and in life. This is getting put to the test tomorrow when we play each other in fantasy football. Last, I promise to always remember the 21st night of September as the day I was lucky enough to marry my best friend, knowing that no matter what life throws at us, we will always be better together. I love you, Al, and couldn't be more excited to spend the rest of our lives together.
Oh man, all right, I gotta follow that up. All right, here we go. Steph, I stand here today in front of our loved ones and friends, feeling so incredibly grateful. As I think back to the person I was before I met you, compared to who I am today, it's sometimes hard for me to fathom the growth that I've made. Your constant words of support and encouragement give me confidence in my abilities, and your relentless pursuit to continue improving yourself inspires me to improve and better myself. You make me so happy, and it's easy to see that you make me the best version of myself. We are so much better as a team than I could ever be alone, and I'm so lucky to have a partner like you for life. I knew that I loved you, I think, by our first or second date. I remember thinking that I had never met someone who was so funny, so fun and easy to talk to, and who genuinely listened so well and cared about what I had to say. I couldn't believe how someone like you could possibly fall for someone like me. And then, as I got to know you better and spent more time with you, I learned that you are also the most organized and cleanliest person on this planet. Probably a little bit too organized. Although it was a little bit intimidating for me at first, I've come to learn to appreciate always having a flawlessly clean house, a perfectly made bed, and not a speck of dust or single dish to be seen. I honestly didn't think that it was possible for me to love you any more than I did after those first few months into our relationship. Yet somehow I love you more with each day that passes. When I think about what I love most about you, it's your selflessness, your thoughtfulness, and how much you care about others. You constantly reach out to check in on your friends and family, showing just how much you value the people closest to you. Your thoughtfulness and selflessness shine through in everything you do, from the way that you carefully select gifts for others to the way you meticulously plan out the perfect surprise weekend getaway or date night, to how you always put others' happiness, including mine, before your own. But we all know the saying, happy wife, happy life. So despite your best efforts to prioritize my happiness over your own, I vow to put your happiness before mine by making the following 3 promises. First, I promise to love you more than I love spending Sundays on the couch watching NFL Red Zone and my fantasy football team, and to occasionally give up watching football all day on weekends to do activities that you want to do. Second, I promise to love you more than I love talking about the Beer Olympics draft order and rankings for my bachelor party. Yeah. And third, I promise to love you more than I love getting way too overly competitive in a pickup volleyball or pickleball game. I'll tone down the competitiveness a tad going forward. But on a more serious note, the past 5 years spent with you have been hands down the best 5 years of my life, and I wouldn't trade a single minute of it. From adopting and raising our sweet Remy girl together, to moving in together in Seattle and then moving to Denver together, it has been an incredible ride full of unforgettable memories and cherished friendships, both new and old. Not to mention lots of belly rubs, greenies, and peanut butter for our spoiled furry companion. As we embark on the rest of our lives in this journey of marriage together, I make the following vows to you. I promise to love, honor, respect, and encourage you every day. I promise to support you and trust you through both the good times and the bad. I promise to be your best friend, the best husband that I am capable of being, and the best father that I am capable of being for our future children. I promise to be optimistic and to find the positive side of every situation. And lastly, I promise to bring the best version of myself every day. I can't wait to continue building an amazing life with you going forward. I'm excited to create new adventures of our own together, to travel the world together, and to ultimately start a family together. I'm excited to see the constantly improving version of you that you will continue to become, and the incredible mother that I know you will be. I'm equally as excited to push myself to be the best version of myself as possible, because you deserve nothing less than that from me. But what I'm most excited for is for every morning going forward, where I know that I will wake up feeling happy because I have you by my side. I love you.
Love you, babe.
These rings are a symbol of your love and lifelong commitment. As you place the ring on each other's fingers, they remind you of the promises you make today and the love that will surround you throughout your lives together. These rings seal the vows that you have just taken. Al, as you place the ring, not yet.
Show him the gun.
Al, as you place the ring on Steph's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment to you.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment to you.
With this ring, I marry you
I marry you
and promise to be with you always.
and promise to be with you always.
It's on there. Steph, as you place the ring on Al's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment to you.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment to you.
With this ring,
I
marry you
marry you
and promise to be with you always.
and promise to be with you always.
Al, do you take Steph to be your wife, and do you promise to love her, comfort her, and honor her, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Steph, do you take Al to be your husband, and do you promise to love him, comfort him, and honor him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, so long as you both shall live.
I do.
Phew. Okay. By the power vested in me, shockingly, and by the strength of your own love, I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss each other. Everyone, for the first time, introducing Mr. and Mrs. Emanuels.